So let's just talk about global, local and non-local variables in Python. So suppose we have one function. Now if we declare a variable outside of the function, so here this is the global variable. So the global variable can be accessed from anywhere. So we can access this from within the function, and also we can access this from outside of the function. Now if we declare one variable inside of the function like a10, so this is the local variable. So this variable only exists within this function body. So here we can access from within the function, but we cannot access this local variable from outside of the function. Now if we wanted to modify this global variable inside this function body, we cannot directly assign one new value. This will create one new variable. So to fix that issue, we have to use the global keyword. So we have to specifically mention that we want reference of this global variable x. So here we have to use the global x. So this way we are saying that we wanted to modify this global variable. This way we can modify the global variable. So we cannot do it this way. Now suppose inside the function body we have another function 2. So this is the nested function within this function 1. So inside the function we can access the local variable. So here we can access the local a. So we can print the value of local variable a, but we cannot modify that a. So if we try to modify that with a new value, this will create a new variable, just like this problem. So to modify this variable, we have to use the non-local keyword, and then we have to specifically mention that we wanted to modify this non-local variable, and after that we can modify the variable with a new value, and now this will work. Now we can modify the value. Like an example, we can create the global variable x outside of any function. So suppose we have the function f1. Now the global variable can be accessible from inside the function. So we can print the value of the global variable x, and also we can access the value from outside of the function. So here we have the output. We can access from inside the function, and also we can access from outside of the function. So basically global variables are accessible from all over the file. Now the problem is we cannot modify that inside of the function. So if we try to modify with a new value, this basically creates a new variable. So if we run this, so you can see the global variable value never really modified here. So this is one new local variable. This is not modifying the global variable. Now to modify that, we have to use the global keyword. So global x. So we have to use the global keyword and specifically mention about that global variable, and after that we can modify this. So now if we run this, now you can see the global has truly modified inside the function and also outside of the function. So let's now talk about the local variable. So local variable is something that we define inside of the function. So here the x is a local variable, so we can access and modify within the function. So the scope of the local variable exists only within the function. So if we try to access this from outside of the function, we're gonna get errors. So we are getting error, x is not defined. So we cannot access this from outside of the function. Now suppose inside the function f1 we have one nested function f2. Now the nested function can access these local variables. So here we can print the value of x, and let's just call the function f2. So if we run this, you can see, so we can access this local variable inside the nested function. But the problem is whenever we try to modify that inside that nested function, so suppose we wanted to modify to a new value 30. Now if we run this, so we never really modified this. We have just created new local variable that exists within the function f2. So to modify that local variable, we have to use the non-local keyword. So here we have to use the non-local, and we have to specifically mention that we wanted to modify this local variable. and after that we can assign new value and we can modify the value. So you can see now we are truly modifying this local variable inside from this nested function. So hope you understand about the global variable, local variable and the non-local variable in Python. So see you in the next one. Take care.